Dave Hooke with Hooke and Eckman Realtors, and then I have a small team, and we work out of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg area, Pennsylvania. Been in real estate about 12 years, and just started forming my own team within the past 2 years. I've been with Lars for about 11 months. I think I had been in other coaching programs in the past, but I think I was just searching with the onset of my team for the best method to build out a team with the best systems. And I learned about Lars just through some of his marketing and interviewed him. And just through that interview process, I thought that he might be a good solution to help me to build out my team. Now, Lars's program is much different from, not that the coaches that I dealt with in the past were bad. I think they helped me for where my business was at the time. And I think that, different coaching programs have seasons. With Lars, his coaching program is definitely where I am right now. And what I like about Lars is two things that is dramatically different from coaching programs in the past. First is he's very authentic. So he has no problem being vulnerable and honest. And it is not a cheerleading program. So it's not a motivational talk or anything like that. Lars will get down with you and help you understand the real nuts and bolts about how to build a business. So I like that about him. And then it's also very on business oriented as opposed to in business oriented. So what Lars talks about when he markets his coaching program is this reality of forming a team and working on it as a business so that you can work out of production and then lead and work with your team, again, not in production, but look at it more from an on-business perspective. And he does a very good job of following through with that in his coaching program and just taking you through different modules, helping you learn the nuts and bolts of how to build a business from the bottom up. And it's been a great process. Yeah, so it's a lot of work. That's the other thing from the other coaches, it did feel more motivational. With Lars, it is working on things like, piece by piece. And so some of those examples would include, from day one, it was, all right, let's get some structure around the foundation of the systems in my business. So examples of that were just basic things like, how do we administrate communication on my team in my business? And so we adopted Google Drive and Google Apps for Work for that whole process. And then, how do we track everything that we do and attach our return on investment to every, transaction that comes in our business? We want to make sure, what is that bringing us, and are we spending our money in efficient places? So we adopted this program called Business Tracker that he helped us build out. And then other things like just tracking all the phone calls that come into our office. We want to give a good return for our clients, so we don't want to spend money in places that aren't working for them. So we adopted If by Phone, now called Dialogue Text, so we can track everything that comes into the office. And those are just three of a number of other systems. Top Producer is another one to make sure that every client gets consistent levels of service from all of our staff. So those are a few of the systems, and it takes time and work to build those out and train your team to do it. Then after that, you work on procedures and how we work and compensation plans so that your model can be consistent with every new person that you hire. And then after those foundations are in place, you work on growth and recruiting and training and lead generation. Those are the exciting things, but you got to get through that hard work first. And Lars is really good about making sure you do. So the ultimate goal for my business is really what our purpose and our vision is. So it's to enrich the lives of those we interact with and the way we practice life and business. We have a faith-based element to that that's important to me, but the reality is we just want to make a really big impact on people in the way that we do business. So for me, being in transactions and day-to-day client meetings is great. I've been doing it for a long time and I enjoy it. But the way that I think I can make a bigger impact on people is to, become our vision. And I think that I can do that by being out of the business more so than being in day-to-day transactional stuff. So with Lars's program, it's a step-by-step 8-module program to help me build a business that I can step out of, and then I can lead our agents to serve the community and become our vision. And one way that we do that is with our compassion pillar, to just serve random needs in the community. And we empower our agents to do that, and we want to do a better job of that each day. And again, I just think that being out of my business, the way that Lars teaches us to grow out of our business, will help me to have the time in my day to make a bigger impact on what we're all about.